Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I have my pretty water because I have a feeling I'll be talking a lot in today's video. So I love filming videos like today because they get me really excited. Each year that I film a new girl boss video or a goal video, I can look back on them and see how much I've grown. But more importantly, you guys can look back and see how much I've grown. So somebody actually reached out to me and they said that they saw some of my older videos when I was in New York and I was in my tiny little apartment and not in the city or anything, outside of New York. And, you know, I was hustling. I was trying to make something happen. I was, you know, working on my videos and trying to create a brand for myself and a name for myself, but also figuring myself out and figuring out what has worked for me, getting on a really good routine. I always say this in these videos, I don't really have a mentor. I've had people that I kind of mentored me, but not fully. And my goal for this channel is to be a mentor to so many of you guys, and I'm just happy that I can share so much knowledge to you guys and share so much of what I know so that you guys can take your brand to the next level, or you could take your life to the next level no matter what your career is. So yeah, with that being said, today's video is going to be a girl boss video. It's going to be a little bit about my story. It's going to be productivity tips and just all different things that help me live the best life that I possibly can. So before we get started, I just want to throw this out there. If I hear success stories, even if the person doesn't have a job related to mine, I get so inspired and I get so excited. Recently, Jared was sharing the story with me of a realtor, and they were sharing so many of their tips of how they got to the next place in their life. It was just so inspiring. And what you'll find from a lot of successful habits and tips and different people is that although we might all have different jobs and might have a different goal in mind, at the end of the day, there's these core things we can all do every single day that can take us to the next level. It doesn't matter that you might not be interested in doing the career that I'm doing. I'm sharing tips in today's video that are going to be useful no matter what you are trying to do. So first tip, most important, no matter what you're trying to do, if you want to be an entrepreneur or just get your life together, you feel like your life is kind of all over the place, you need to wake up early and establish that morning routine. I don't want to get up, but I gotta. I wake up, I make coffee, I go outside. I make my bed and I just kind of take care of myself before my phone. So I don't have my phone first thing in the morning. I'm not looking at emails. I'm literally just taking care of myself by waking up, having coffee, and making my bed. And then my second tip also has to do with taking care of myself, and I do work out. I have to work out first thing in the morning. Hi guys, good morning. So today's workout, a nice fast-paced walk. I have my AirPods in and I like to listen to a podcast, listen to somebody's morning routine, or just listen to something inspiring, and it really inspires me the rest of the day. You actually are your most productive between 9 and 12 p.m. So there is that window that you feel positive, you feel more productive. A lot of people will describe that afternoon slump, like, oh, by that time I need my afternoon coffee, or maybe you're getting off work at 4 or 5 and you start to say, I could not be going to the gym at this hour. I totally feel you. I'm the same way. Where I'm at now, I do work out every single day. It's not a tough workout every single day. Some days are a workout class. Those are usually tough. Other days it's a walk in my neighborhood for 20 to 30 minutes. It's really helped my mental health. It's helped me gain clarity too. Sometimes I'll receive, I don't want to say nasty emails, but I think sometimes people just, the way things can be worded can be like, I need you to do this. And sometimes sometimes things can come off a little mean. I'm also super sensitive. I realize that when I work out and I have that clarity and I have that clear mind, I have good responses back that clear the air and are sort of a neutral tone. Whereas if I didn't work out and I just opened first thing in the morning, woke up, I would want to react. Whereas now I wake up, I have coffee, I work out, and then I look at emails. Then I actually have a more clear mind. I know how to respond. So my third girl boss habit is delegate responsibilities and delegate your time, and realize, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, you are not good at everything, and that is okay. Do the things that you're good at and try to delegate responsibility to the things you're not good at. Now, in the beginning of my career, this was not possible. I had to be a one-woman show. I had to be doing this and doing that and kind of doing everything. So if that's where you're at, that's totally fine, and you can work up to the point where you can delegate responsibility. If you are currently at the spot where you do think you can, but you just don't know if you want to, or you don't know if you can, what I was saying to Jared not too long ago is sometimes you can't afford not to. One of them is as simple as getting my hair done. So I shared this morning actually that I was at Dry Bar, and I said that it's really helpful for me because they could do my hair in like 30 to 40 minutes, whereas me, I have thick long hair, so it could take me like an hour or more to do my hair, and then I'm like, it didn't come out right, I have to fix it, and it's like this whole thing. Whereas at Dry Bar, I can go there, sit down, do emails. Sometimes I bring my laptop. They're like totally cool about it. They have outlets. It's like a workspace. You have like a countertop you can put things on. Or recently I worked on my wedding stuff. I had to do proofs for the invites, and I did it all while I was getting my hair done. So you're kind of doing multiple tasks in one. Getting my hair done, ready for filming, ready for photos. Today I also took some jewelry photos because I have my jewelry business on Etsy. So having my hair done is such an essential part of my job. I like to look nice on camera, obviously, and in photos. I also worked with a brand today, so I needed good hair for that. So there's a lot of different things. Like I said, some of the things that I'm gonna say in this video that pertain to my job might not for yours, but for me, it's definitely helpful. Other things that I've kind of let go of is, one, I do have an agency that helps connect me with brands, where before I used to do it myself. So not only am I filming and editing myself, but I'm also negotiating brand deals and different things. I do have wonderful girls that do that for me. And then the last one is I do have someone that helps me organize and clean 1 day a week. So she's actually been with us for 2 years, and it's something that only comes once a week, but it's such a lifesaver because my house is also my office. So this is also where I film. And a lot of you guys have reached out to me and said you work from home and your business from home. And I think that that has been one of the best investments, having someone help you clean and organize. And while she's doing that, I could be editing videos, and I don't have to be doing 2 things at once. So again, these aren't things that I had right away. I had to work up to them. I had to work really hard. When I first started making videos, I was making videos and working a second job. So it's not like, oh yeah, I just have a cleaning lady and I get my hair done. It's like, these things are like, I worked really hard to get them. I'm currently 28 years old, and I started hustling at 24 making videos. So it's been a long time, but that's why I'm making this video for you guys, to show you guys the progression, and that if you put in hard work, you can eventually get there. I think it's so important to realize that you don't have to be good at everything, and that that's okay. If you can hire an assistant. This is another big thing. Don't do your website yourself. Have somebody help you do that. You know, there's also people that are looking to do things for a trade, whether that's take photos of you for your website and in turn you shout them out, or you share another family friend that might be interested in getting photos from them. Whatever the case may be, if you put your mind to it, you can have anything. You just have to put in the time and the research. So my 4th tip kind of goes with my other tip as far as delegating responsibilities. Realize you're not good at everything. It sounds so mean, but you guys know where I'm coming from. But my 4th tip is to use your time wisely. So because I got my hair done today, I bundled everything into one thing. So I actually planned this all yesterday. So I'll sit down in notes in my phone and I'll plan out, okay, since my hair will be done, fresh, I spent money on it, let's get the most of it. So I'll take my jewelry pictures, I'll do brand partnership photos, film 2 videos today. So a lot of times I film vlogs, so that's not always possible to film 2 vlogs at once. But on days that I'm doing sit down videos or tip videos or something like that, I do 2 videos in one day. That way I can maximize my time. And then tomorrow is gonna be a not so glamorous day because I'll be in sweatpants editing all day tomorrow and editing these 2 videos. But then it's like, okay, back to back, I know what's going on. This day was like my bulk day, and then tomorrow is gonna be my bulk editing day. So you have to decide how this is going to look for you and for your job and your goal. But so many people, and again, I mean this in the nicest way possible, but so many people do not use their time wisely. And see, this is why I have my pretty water right here, because I knew I was gonna be thirsty talking a lot. But so many people do not use their time wisely. I know a lot of people that instead of just doing the work and doing what's necessary, they will read a ton of books on how to do the work. And that's fine. I always think you should be reading or listening to a book or listening to a podcast, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna learn how to do it, and you're not gonna get to the next level unless you just do it. So I can read a book on working out, I can read a book on losing weight before my wedding and putting on muscle before my wedding, but I'm not actually gonna see results unless I start doing. And that might be an obvious example. A lot of you guys might say, well, duh, but why do we do these things? We procrastinate, put off doing the necessary work. So I think that using your time wisely is so important, and one of my biggest tips for using your time wisely is planning out your day the night before. So instead of just talking on the phone all night or whatever kids do now, I don't even watch Netflix all night, which I do. Don't get me wrong. I love to relax, and me and Jared are like, let's be couch potatoes tonight. Me and him, I kid you not, are never just sitting on the couch. We're always in notes, like writing down things, getting inspired by things, planning out our day. Like we plan out. Sometimes my notes are so planned out that if someone were to read it, they'd be like, are you serious? Like, it's like, walk the dogs from 7 to 7:15 a.m. Take shower from 7:20 to 7:25. Like, some days my schedule is so jammed because I have meetings that day, and I also have to film and edit, and I don't want the sun to go down because I like using natural light and I like my videos being real, whatever. And so with that being said, I will sometimes really plan out my days, and then other times it's just like, okay, at 11 you have to do this, at 9 you have to do this. So you need to ask yourself this question right now: are you using your time wisely? Be 1000% honest with yourself. Whenever we lie to ourselves, we're just hurting ourselves. So if you lie and you're like, no, I'm doing the best I can, I swear, but you know deep down you're not, then you just need to figure out, okay, you don't have to beat yourself up over it. Just say, okay, this is a new week. Tomorrow's a new day. Let's have a fresh start. Plan the night before. That way you know everything you have to do. And you'll realize you have more things to do when you start writing them down. That's one thing that I've learned from writing down, because it's like, oh yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have that much to do tomorrow. And then I'm like, wait, yes I do, because I start writing down everything. Okay, so my next tip is kind of going back to the workout tip, but you gotta treat your body right. All of us girl bosses have no time to be tired midday. We don't got time for that. We don't have time to have gut issues. It's really important to treat your body right. Make sure you're eating fruits and vegetables. Your body will operate so good if you stop having fast food. I know sometimes when you're building your business, it's hard to focus on eating healthy and working out and stuff because you're just focused on this. And sometimes when I'm having late night editing nights, I'm like, I should just Postmate. But then I'm like, no, my whole business is built around healthy living. I'm going to do as I say, and I'm gonna go make something to eat. 1000% of the time, I never regret eating at home. Never. Just like I never regret a workout. Even if it's a bad workout, I don't regret doing it. So sometimes after Postmates, I'm like, yeah, I didn't need that, or oh, I feel so sick now, or oh my gosh, it was so much gluten all at once. Ingredients are super important. Cheers, walking in. He always has good tips. Our favorite topics.
Okay. Sex?
One of your biggest productivity tips.
So I really, I picked it up and put it down and started it again for disciplines of execution and tracking your lead measures. In the book, it talks about lead and lag measures. So there's like different things, like you have a goal, right?
Okay.
Even easier. Let's say your goal is to lose 10 pounds.
Right.
Quiet. A lag measure would be your actual weight on the scale, because that's the result. So you can track whether or not you're losing 1 or 2 or 3 pounds. But getting on the scale isn't what's actually going to change the weight on the scale. It's the lead measures, and things that would be lead measures would be like maybe how many calories you're eating, or how much you're exercising, or how many carbs, or whatever. The lead measures like make up your goal, kind of, that move you closer to it. And so what a lot of people do is we put a lot of focus on our lag measures, and so you get on the scale a million times and you're like, oh shit, I'm getting heavier, the weight's not changing. And it's because you're it's important to track your lag measures, it's important to track your progress, but it's also really important to track what's moving the needle. And what's moving the needle on the scale isn't just getting on the scale, it's what you're putting in your body and whether or not you're exercising. Kind of apply that to all sorts of goals. It doesn't have to be weight. That's an easy one to visualize, but in whatever your goal is, you know, there's a way to monetize it, that's your lag measure, there's a way to quantify it, and then there's something that's moving you closer or further from it, and those are your lead measures, and those are the things you should be tracking.
So yeah, so for your business too, you could be calling a certain amount of customers.
Yep. So like, I like closing loans, and so that would be a lag measure, how many loans I'm closing. And then a lead measure would maybe be how many people I'm speaking to in a day, or how many ads I'm putting out, or how many promotions I'm putting out. Those are all examples of things that lead to my lag. So those are all things that affect the amount of loans that I'm actually doing.
Well, that's a really good tip. We got a bonus tip with Jared in there too. Don't even say anything about the kitchen. It's a mess. See? You have to use your time wisely. My time was spent filming 2 videos, but I didn't get to clean the kitchen. So I love you guys so much. I'm gonna go clean the kitchen now. I hope you guys enjoyed, plus Jared's extra bonus tip. That was actually a pretty good one. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.